Peace, love, and light, Islam. On the behalf of the entire organic nation, the entire Amexem-Empire National Collection of Souls, and all of our posterity, I thank you for a few minutes of your time. Right now, we are living on a planet that is going through great tumult that can only expect to be getting worse as time goes by on the things that we see a current trajectory for. For the record, though, we have survived every major cataclysm that's ever befell this particular planet. We'll survive what's coming as well. We have been through hard times collectively across this planet before. We'll survive what's coming as well. We have seen a lot of ugly on this planet. We've seen a lot of positive things on this planet. Sometimes there's rain, sometimes there's sunshine. Either way, we're still here. Either way, we're still standing. Either way, we have the ability to grow, to exist and function in honor. It is never the what, it is always the how. It's the choices that we collectively and privately make. We live who we say we are, or we don't. Positive things happen as a result of the good work that we do. But sometimes you can't win all the time. Sometimes you have to lose. And that's all right. That's part of character development. We take it differently. We don't lose. We learn. And we grow and expand. And we keep fighting until we get things right. But don't let sidebar issues cloud our judgment. We have to be wise enough to set priorities that are practical and sensible. I don't speak for all the melanated across this planet. However, I am speaking to all of the melanated heterosexuals right now across this planet. I speak for the entire population of the Amexem-Moor-Empire as the Constitutional-Monarch. That is my honor, my privilege, and my duty, my obligation, and my responsibility to do. The work that we move to do is to collectively survive on our own terms, in honor, with honor, to save lives, to improve the quality of lives. We've seen a lot of things happen over these generations. Fire, the wheel, industrial abilities. And we're able to regulate ourselves through all of it. Then time continued to toll. Technologies continued to unwind and advance. Some of those technologies could be extinction level events. And parties used nuclear technology, wiping whole cities off the map. Technology that dangerous is a hard reality. And they have long-ranging repercussions. They have subsequent ripple effects that can go for generations. Very dangerous technology. Having common sense and practical behavior patterns must prevail in an era where such technology exists. Self-annihilation of a planetary population, that is a very untoward reality. And yes, there are other applications for nuclear technology, for electrical power generation. There are benign uses, at least in theory. What else is hard reality on this planet is there are those that see every technology specifically as a weapon first, and for benign use second. And psychology is better to have it as a weapon and not need it than to need it and not have it. So go forth and develop it anyway, and hope that no one gets out of control with the technology. A serious leap of faith. A dangerous way to be. The ability to globally annihilate a planetary population. The fair question in your mind may very well be, why is the Amexem-Empire imperial government convening a video presentation such as this? I can assure you it's not about nuclear technology. It's about the premise of technology getting out of control. Those who are supposed to keep it in line, losing control. In the era of what's referred to as artificial intelligence, the possibilities are endless. The possibilities are horrific. Within the Amexem-Empire jurisdiction and venue, the domains of the realm of the Amexem-Empire Constitutional-Monarchy, we are realists. Technology is on this planet, being further developed. It's here to stay. It is our duty, obligation, and responsibility to make sure our offspring and subsequent generations survive it. Comprehending how artificial intelligence works is essential to our collective survival within the domains of the realm of the Amexem-Moor-Empire Constitutional-Monarchy. To figure out how to curb it, how to regulate it, to protect ourselves from it. In the era of deep fakes, in the era of machines now being able to write code for machines. Without an emergency brake handle, there's no telling to what length machines would go. Artificial intelligence with massive rates of speed for processing of data. It is very easy to see folks becoming paranoid about that. We're not here to speak about paranoid or paranoia. We're not here to speak about conspiracy theories. We're here to speak about being practical and sensible. There are those outside of the domains of the realm of the Amexem-Empire Constitutional-Monarchy that are developing these technologies at rapid rates of speed, unregulated. It is literally no holds barred. Do whatever they want. Producing artificial intelligence to do all type of things, all manner of things. There's nothing to stop an AI technology from producing propaganda so quickly and giving folks false positions, giving folks false information. And parties think it's real. That could cause real life consequences for the living souls across this planet. Not the machines, us living souls. Just because you can do a thing doesn't mean that you should. However, again, that train's already left the station. They're already doing it. It is a hard reality. We have to deal with the consequences. How we do that, that is the question of the hour. The Amexem-Moor-Empire Constitutional Monarchy is not an island. There's nothing that we can do by ourselves. We may be able to contain things within our jurisdiction and venue. We don't exist on this planet on our own. We exist on this planet with other living souls from different jurisdictions and venues. That is a hard reality we have to deal with. And the service of all the nationals who I work for, all across this planet, who I serve. We are about that work of making sure that none of the Amexem-Empire nationals and none of our jurisdictions, whether it be the sultanates or a business inside of one of those sultanates or within the empire overall, we're not going to allow our nationals or our imperial interests to be damaged by this technology. By any nonviolent means necessary, we shall defend our positions. We shall defend our lands. We shall defend our nationals from harm from these technologies. If this artificial intelligence technology, for whatever reason, goes down a particular track, in the course of that occurring, a robotic entity using AI engage in some type of action that leads to the death of a living soul, parties are going to look at that as a machine that's engaged in an industrial accident. How do you know that that particular robotic entity with AI was not influenced in some manner where that was not an industrial accident, however, an intended action? In the era of automation with artificial intelligence, how do you even begin to investigate that? Parties didn't think this through, or they did not care. Within the Amexem-Moor-Empire, we most certainly do think this through, and we most certainly do care. Again, I don't speak for the other houses of the Moors. I don't speak for our kith and kindred that refer to themselves as anything other than Moor. I speak for the population of the dominions of the realm of the Amexem-Empire Constitutional Monarchy. You have to not just think these things through. You have to have a way to make sure that you are protected within your sphere of influence. Self-defense is a hard reality. The first word is self. In this instance, I'm speaking about the collective self, the entire population whom I serve, as well as the private selves that comprise our national collection of souls, our organic nation. As I said, it is never the what, it is always the how. We have to solve the how. And now is the time that we must get this done. Because, as I said, that technology is already in existence and functionality. It is now expanding. That's our hard reality. Where exactly are those who are allegedly supposed to be leaders amongst the various melanated houses in this equation? I'm not talking about those who are on the payroll of the colonizing hostiles. I'm not talking about the melanated puppets, because they've already sold out the masses. They work for the oil barons. They work for the vaccine baron. They don't work for those that think they serve them. They line their pockets and sell out those who they are supposed to serve They are silent. They are complicit. And they don't care. So you can't even discuss them. Their populations, if they're wise, are going to have to go around them. That's for them to determine. If they don't know what they're doing, they should come under the Amexem-Moor-Empire jurisdiction and venue. We're about that life. Saving lives and improving quality of lives includes making sure that our folks are not victims of an industrial accident, quote unquote. I don't care what the colonizers and hostiles, the oil barons, the international banksters, and the vaccine barons do with those that choose to go along with that crazy. Folks make their own bed, let them lie in it. They are entitled to their opinions. They're entitled to make their own choices. If they like what's being imposed upon them by the colonizers and hostiles, the international banksters, the oil barons, and the vaccine baron, we're not here to stop what they do. We're here to protect ours from what they do. I don't care what you do with those that choose to be your economic slaves. That's between you and your slaves. But those that choose not to be your economic slaves, that choose not to be your vaccine slaves, if they're looking for guidance, direction, and support, and not getting it from those they think are supposed to serve them, we have sector government, regional, district, and local government positions that have to be filled. We shall train you, prepare you, and you'll be available on your own terms to exist and function in your life, collectively and privately, independent of the mental retardation of these particular colonizers and hostiles, the international banksters, the oil barons, and the vax baron. The choice is yours. We're not here to impose our will upon anyone on this planet, and we're not in the tyranny business. We're not in the sell you on a quote-unquote idea business. Spirit never lies. We lie to ourselves, though. For those that choose not to lie to you, to yourself, to think rationally, to contemplate and discern what I'm saying to you here, in description of who you are, what you desire for yourself and your family, you must decide: are you intended to be or to remain an economic slave to those that mean you no good? If so, we respect your choice. If you are someone, however, that's melanated and heterosexual, that desire that you not be bound by the spiritual, mental, and physical chains and economic chains that particular parties have for you, in the description of this video, you'll find out how to contact us, how to engage us, how to participate within the dominions of the realm of the Amexem-Moor-Empire Constitutional-Monarchy. Because contrary to popular quote-unquote belief, you don't need the debt trappers. You don't need the colonizers and hostiles, the neo-colonizers, the international banksters. Don't need the oil barons or the vaccine barons to engage in discourse and international discourse globally. You literally can have your own independent economic system on a global scale that has nothing to do with the foolishness that they're working to continuously impose. If you're about that life, you should contact us. We shall train you and prepare you to participate within our global economic system, our global common market, using the Amexem-Moor-Empire the Imperial Monetary Policy, which undergirds the operations of the Amexem-Moor-Empire Imperial Depository System. Because we don't do the banking system thing, the fractional reserve banking thing. We don't do the artificially created and inflation thing. We've learned those lessons. We won't be doing that again. You have the ability to engage in trade in our system globally using the Imperial Depository System. You may establish your business within the Amexem-Moor-Empire. And any business formed automatically has an account established in the Imperial Depository System. Anyone may set up a private account, in the Imperial Depository System. And if you have that system, an account in our system, then you're able to transact with any business in the Amexem-Moor-Empire globally. What's on deposit, unless someone makes a deposit, what's on deposit, unless someone makes a withdrawal, does not leave the Imperial Depository System. It just changes who has it on a digital ledger. You may make withdrawals if you have to. However, if you don't, you can do transactions and there's no transaction fee. It's a depository. You only pay upon making a deposit, you pay upon making a withdrawal, but you do not pay for transaction fees for everything that you are acquiring using what you have in your account. Parties right now are bringing on their own version, their federalized or their franchisee management operation system for folks to make particular payments. They're bringing about various digital quote-unquote currencies and looking to curb and eventually eliminate crypto. And none of it is substance-based. Their intent is to wipe it all out and eventually only have one quote-unquote digital currency, the UMU. That's where they want to go and take you as fast as they can get there. You have no privacy, no freedom, no rights, no liberties. And they're telling you to your face, you won't be able to have any savings. If you don't use what you have in that particular account in terms of UMUs, they expire. So you cannot stockpile, you won't be able to save. In the long run, that's where they desire to go. They have plans. You cannot use this UMU beyond X amount of miles or kilometers from your front door. We will determine how much you can spend per month for fuel. If you go to a protest and we don't like it, we shut you down. You cannot buy bullets. You cannot buy a host of things that we don't want you buying. That's where they had planned to go as fast as they can get there. Look it up for yourself. This is where they're going. The question is that where you want to go? If that's not for you, you may want to consider engagement within the Amexem-Moor-Empire Constitutional-Monarchy. We provide you with a viable option, a viable solution, independent of that mental retardation. And again, inside of the description of this particular video, you'll find all that you require to make contact with us. The link will be in this particular description that will allow you to establish your account in the Imperial Depository System. The link will be also available for you to establish a business. All the forms that you need are on the website that we influence, modernmonarchy.squarespace.com, and the link shall be in the description for this video. Take all this into consideration. Think on it. Overnight, rest on it. Write down your questions. Breathe easy and breathe deep. Focus. Make a well-informed decision as a consequence of taking time to thoroughly investigate what I'm sharing with you here and now. Please consider this presentation a labor of love. And be very clear. We are not here to stop what the colonizers and hostiles are doing. We don't care what they do. We care about what we do collectively to survive on our own terms, independent of the colonizers and hostiles and their crazy. We thank you for a few minutes of your time. May you be at ease. May you be at peace. May all things be in your favor. Be humble but dignified, always firm. And as you proceed, be an honorable, positive, and constructive engagement and inspiration, an example unto all you engage or you are engaged by. And with that, on the behalf of the entire organic nation, the entire Amexem-Moor-Empire National Collection of Souls, with the inclusion of our populations within both of our sultanates, peace, love, and light unto all of you, and Islam.